Interest rates dropping and inventory rising, but are we out of the woods just yet? In this video, I'm going to talk to you about market statistics for July 2022. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you two things that we need to consider moving forward. One about the market as a whole. The other one, we're going to talk about a fact that's been reported, but it's a little misleading. And I want to give you some information so we can make good decisions moving forward. Hey everybody, Jason Panos here, Remax Infinity. We're talking about market statistics for July 2022. Part of it nationally, part of it locally. What did we see here in the Pensacola area? Well, we saw the number of actual sold properties decrease significantly. About 200 total homes, about 925 homes sold in the month of July, as the inventory actually increased. 300 more homes hit the market in the month of July than what we saw in June. So we went a little over 3,100. Now let me preface this so that everyone understands. When I report the number of homes going active, I'm reporting the number of homes active at any time in the month. So from the first of the month to the end of the month, if a home hit the market, that's how I'm running that statistic. So it doesn't matter if it actually sold or not, it just went active at some point in the month. Easiest way to draw that conclusion. At the end of the month, we saw a little over 1,800 homes actually active on the market. About 2 months ago, we were well below 1,000. I think we were about 920 homes total active. So we've seen a significant increase in inventory, which is really, really good. The average sale price that we saw in our area has come back down. It was higher than what we saw when we saw in May, when I reported it about 375,000, but it's come down from a really significant increase that we saw last month, well above 400,000. Now it's about 387,000, still up as the norm, as the average, but it's come down a little bit. So the market's kind of stabilizing what we would normally see in a normal summer. Less sales in July, average sale price kind of hangs out. So this is a good thing. So there's two facts I want to go over to kind of explain what's going on. The first one, the misleading fact, interest rates. Everyone's talking about it. Interest rates are dipping. Interest rates are dipping. The average interest rate reported across the country dipped down to about 4.99 as of last week. Now that is true, but it's misleading in its own fact. The reason being, mortgage companies report what their loan product to the national system that reports them to us of what those interest rates were. What we're not considering is what was in those packages. How many points did they buy down? What's going on? In the conventional world, they structure these loans and they get them to a certain point. When you talk to a lender, they're going to give you some pricing and be able to set your interest rate based on, the number of points you buy, if you're buying it at median, whatever you're doing. The reason I want to be very, very explicit about this is you're not going to walk into a lender and be able to get a 5% loan out of the gate. Okay, there's a whole slew of other factors you need to consider. The number one reason that every lender tells me, your credit score. So make sure you talk to a mortgage professional. Make sure you talk to a real estate professional so we can actually structure the loan product that makes sense for you and make sure whatever's in it is the best financial decision for you moving forward. The second piece of the puzzle is what's going on in the overall market. It's really unusual to see inventory go up, sales go up, prices go down, interest rates going up, and none of those correlate to each other because we're not in a normal market. If you look back in history, even during a crash, even during a shift, even during a major change in the market, in our case, we've seen massive changes in interest rates. It takes about 3 to 4 months for the market to somewhat stabilize. Everyone realizing that this is the new norm and where we need to operate, and everything kind of goes back to normal. And I think that's what's going on right now. About 3 or 4 months ago, we saw a massive increase. Everyone's starting to pay attention. So we're getting a lull period where everyone needs to realize this is the norm going forward. Why do I bring this up? Take a breath. Nobody needs to panic. There's nothing wrong with what we're seeing. It's just a matter that we need to accept this is the new norm. Rates are going to fluctuate. Inventory is going to fluctuate. And we're going to get through it. Basically, for sellers, still a great time to sell. But your house is going to stay on the market a little bit longer. And you're not going to sell it in a day. And you're not going to get 25 offers. What's very realistic is we're going to sell it in 2 to 3 weeks. And it's more comfortable to do so. We're also going to still get top dollar because you're not going to get 25 offers. You might get 2 or 3. And that's still okay. Buyers, great time to look at what the market has for you because we have a whole lot more inventory that we can look at, and you have a few more choices. You can actually take 24 hours and make a decision now. So let's start to look at what your options are, make sure that we update those pre-approvals and know what we can go out, and let's get back out in the market and find you the right home. If you have any questions about anything I've gone over here, reach out to me. Let me know what I can do to help. I want to make sure you understand what's really going on so that you can make the right choice and we don't just believe that what's printed in the headlines is the only facts we need to consider. Thanks for watching. Let me know if I can help. I'll talk to you sometime this month.